Yeah, I'd agree with you. I haven't actually seen any of the sequels, so I wonder. I'd be curious to see if any of those got better, if they got more of a focus anywhere along the line. Um, but like the only thing that was really keeping my attention outside of the weird ambiguity is a lot of the CG and makeup work.
Oh yeah, it's
It's
fantastic.
it's fantastic, and it's when it's supposed to freak you out, it really freaks you out. Every time you see an image of like a skin being hung with chains, it's just it's horrible looking.
Yeah, it doesn't look quite like skin, which is a problem. I was thinking about that just a couple minutes before we started, and like, CGI gets a really bad rap a lot of times, and I think unfairly so,
Right.
because everyone loves to say, oh, practical over CG. I'm like, yeah, but you look at like dead bodies or like, prosthetics of like, I don't know, I've watched through a lot of Star Trek recently, and like anytime anyone takes off Data's arm or head or whatever, I'm like, that's clearly not his head, or that's clearly not his arm. I mean, you can clearly tell that's a prop. That wasn't what he was just using. And like, I don't know, there's that scene in Silence of the Lambs where the security guard's like hung up on the cage. I'm like, that's clearly not a person.
Right.
It's very quick disconnect. And I mean, certainly you can have that problem too with bad CG, but at the same time, when you get it right, it looks a lot better, I feel.
Yeah. It's like a lot of the best CG is the ones that you don't even know it's CG.
Yeah, actually, believe it or not, Cracked posted a video just yesterday. It was like 8 CG effects that you won't even believe are CG.
Oh, cool.
And that was really cool to look at. Like in Machete, Jessica Alba's naked in a scene, but she refused to shoot naked because pictures and internet.
Right.
So she shot in her underwear and they CG'd her naked.
That's interesting.
Yes, you'd never know that unless I told you and stuff like that. And it's weird how I guess this is a completely different conversation, so I'll leave it here. It's weird how often like practical effects I feel like get held up just because people are more nostalgic. And I think they just want something to grab onto for like criticisms against a movie.
Yeah.
Not that there isn't plenty of bad CG, but there's also plenty of bad practical effects.
Yeah, I mean, it's all a matter of how you manage the tools in your toolkit. There's a really good mix of practical and CG in this movie.
See, I don't... How much is CG? Because the only CG effect that I know of really sucks.
I don't know exactly, but... because it's been a while since I've seen this. I had the DVD somewhere, and there's a good number of, like, making-of featurettes on there.
Gotcha.
But some of the stuff with the Xenobites I know is CG, like, they couldn't get all the makeup work to come off perfectly for Pinhead, so parts of his costume and his face are CG.
Okay, then yeah, that's totally impressive because I never would have been able to tell.
Yeah.